and welcome to another episode of DDTS, episode 273. I'm back with another YouTube podcast, video, or whatever you would like to call it. It's episode 273 on YouTube and episode 7 of season 1 on Spotify. I'm gonna make sure I post it on Spotify. And as you may know, I did not know if I wanted to do content today, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna take the liberty and do some more content. Put another YouTube podcast out. Even though I just put one out Wednesday, but you know what, I gotta be consistent. So this is what we're gonna be talking about today. We're gonna be talking about the Courtney Reese case in Atlanta that has recently happened. I found out about it yesterday. Shout out to one of my friends for not tagging me in the video, but sending it to my feed. People can share the stuff and it can come to your feed, and so that's where I got it from. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Courtney Reese and what could have allegedly happened. Basically, what I do, I'm going to give my commentary. I'm going to give my opinion. I'm just going to tell y'all what I think the whole situation is. So, it's going to be like a YouTube podcast, like what it's been doing. I'm not going to show my face. I'm just going to do the recording and just, do it like that, like what I've been doing these past couple of videos. But like I said, when I do my lives, when I go on live, I will be showing my face. I will be on camera. But when it comes to this podcast, YouTube podcast, I will be doing this, what I'm doing now, showing pictures related to the topics and everything. Because I know it's people's out there that can't watch YouTube while driving. So, if you're busy, if you want to listen to my content or anybody's content, I will have my content on YouTube and I will have it on Spotify. So it'll be easier for some peoples, for everybody really. So if you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, hit that share button. So whenever I have new content uploaded, you can just click on it and you can just start listening and start watching. You know how it goes. I really wanted to do this and I really wanted to go ahead and touch on this because this is so sad. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to read this article, read this statement about Courtney Reese, and then after that, y'all know what's gonna happen next. I'm just gonna give you my input, my opinion, what I think allegedly happened, and I'm basically gonna talk about Atlanta, Georgia, in a respectable way. I'm just gonna give you my facts about the whole situation. So, if you're ready, we're finna go ahead and get started. Shout out to everybody to all the content creators in the YouTube world. Shout out to all the content creators that's in the podcast world. Shout out to everybody that's making all types of content, doing everything that they have to do, that they love to do. So that there's nothing to it but to do it. So let's get started. So this is Courtney Reese's story. And before we get started, like, it is a video. It's like a actual video of her getting on the live, of her getting shot multiple times. I couldn't bear myself to keep watching that video. It took me one good time to watch that video, and the multiple times that this person unalived her, it just hurt my soul. Like, I couldn't watch it. And I'll be honest with y'all, I couldn't even think about bringing myself to put that in the video. I couldn't do it because as soon as I saw the video, it got me thinking about Sonya Massey. Y'all know Sonya Massey, who was unalived by the officer. But that was in Illinois, but still, I just can't, stomach it. So it is alleged that her ex-boyfriend could have been the person that did the unaliving of Courtney Reese. So let's get started. And shout out to Alive, because that's what this article is from. It says Courtney Reese case in Atlanta. What we know about the murder of four shot and killed just months after younger sister. Yes, and her younger sister was also alive. Due to gun violence back in May. It says the 32-year-old was shot along Springside Drive off Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta on Tuesday night. And you can see that it says the author is Cody Alcorn, Jonathan Raymond, and it was published at 8:22 a.m. EDT, August the 22nd, 2024. Updated 4:24 p.m. EDT, August the 22nd, 2024. Atlanta Courtney Reese was identified on Wednesday as the victim in a shooting earlier this week near Cleveland Avenue in Atlanta, leaving a family anguished after her younger sister was also the victim of gun violence just a few months ago. Reese was 32 years old and a mother of 4 children. Okay, so it says that she was a mother of 4 children. If I got this correctly, I hope I got this correctly. If I don't, if y'all heard about the story, please put it in my comments if I don't get it right. But I think they said that the kids that she left behind, 4 kids that she left behind, I think one of them was 11, one of them was 6, and the other one was 9. I'm not sure, but I think that might have been how old her kids was. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but this says that she left behind 4 children, and the family is still grieving, going through so much, because not only did they lose a family member, not only did the family lose a daughter, a sister, an auntie, a cousin, a friend in May, in the month of May, that also just lost Courtney Reese. Now we're finna go ahead and finish discussing this. This one I will elaborate, and this one I will go back and backtrack about what I said, and we're gonna talk about this. So be sure to join me on the next step in the next scene of DDTS episode 273 on YouTube and episode 7 on Spotify. Stay tuned. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of DDTS episode 273 on YouTube and episode 7 on Spotify. Yeah, so welcome back. As you know, I just got done reading y'all the article on Courtney Reese on the murder of her, the unaliving of her. Could it be allegedly by her ex-boyfriend, which I'm going to get into that with y'all in just a few minutes. I actually, I got a couple of things that I wanted to say about this case in the unaliving of Courtney Reese that I found out. Now, it was this, I don't forget his name, but I also had a video sent to me in my messages, DMs on TikTok. And I can put the link in my description so you guys can go back and watch to, I just want to give y'all the right information. I just want y'all to get, I just want y'all to get a better feed of it, because I can tell you about this story. I can tell y'all what I know so far, but I would love for you all to get a better read off of it if you watch the video in my description. So I'm going to do my best. If I can remember, I'm going to put the description I'm going to put the link in my description so y'all can go back and watch what this person on TikTok had to say about this situation with Courtney Reese, because what I'm about to tell you, I'm about to, like, literally, I'm gonna tell you in my own words, but it's gonna be the right facts. So as you know, we just got done reading the article about the unaliving on Courtney Reese. Like I said, like the article said, and like what the sources said, she was 32 years old, and she had three girls and one son, three daughters and one son. The children are age 11, age 13, age 9, and age 6. So whatever ages that I said beforehand, I had got it wrong. But I had to go back, and I had to go back and backtrack. I had to go back and check to make sure I had it right. I got the post right here that I got from Facebook. I got a little screenshot. I know I was wrong for it, but I just want to give y'all the information so y'all can know what I'm talking about, so y'all wouldn't get confused. And I also have a picture of the alleged shooter, which I believe is the shooter. I'm not going to say that he is, but here go a picture. And while we on this, it is possibly said that this person that's in this picture that has on those shorts, that's standing like that, could possibly been the one to unalive Courtney Reese, because when you think about it, the person that you see in this picture with the gray short, with the shorts, with the green shorts, then go back to the video which did the unaliving on Courtney Reese. I couldn't even bring myself to post the video because it was so graphic and it was so disturbing. I couldn't even bring myself to post the video. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, y'all. So if y'all want to go back and watch the Courtney Reese video of her getting unalive, that's on y'all. I wasn't gonna do that to y'all. I wasn't gonna do it. I couldn't do it because it really broke my heart. But if you go look at this picture right here, which I got up here with this guy in the green shorts, and you will go back and you watch the person that had the gun, that did the unaliving of Courtney Reese. See, this person stands the same way, same height and everything to me, standing the same way in this gray sweatsuit. So take a good look at that. Take a good look at this picture with the shorts, and go back and look at the gray sweatsuit. I'm gonna try to have a picture of a comparison, but I just wanted to go on and get that out there. Now it is said that it could allegedly been the ex-boyfriend that unalived Courtney Reese, like the person in the green shorts and the person in the gray sweatsuit. They could be the same person, and that could have been the ex-boyfriend of Courtney Reese. But the question is, if that is the case, why would he unalive Courtney Reese? Because not only has the family suffered enough, the family has lost a child before Courtney Reese a couple of months prior to that. Now they have to deal with the fact that the other family member, the other child, Courtney Reese, is now unalive. And not only that, Courtney Reese leaves behind 4 kids. An 11-year-old, a 13-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 6-year-old, which I just told you about. And it's heartbreaking because these kids will have to wake up. These kids will have to learn and deal with the fact that their mother was unalived right in front of them. That's if that's the case. Now, she was at the door at her house. She was outside her house. And as you can see in the video, And if y'all watch the video, if y'all can see in the video, and if y'all can hear in the video, this woman, this young woman, this young lady was actually begging and pleading for her life. She was saying, please, please, please. And did that gunman stop? No, he kept doing what he doing. Now he fired that gun 10 times. So if you fired a gun 10 times and you unaliving somebody, you meant to unalive them. You meant to unalive them. You meant to take them away from the family, from the children, or whoever all that loved her. And then after that, the gunman fled after the fact. The gunman ran, fled after the fact. And as you can hear in the video, if y'all watched it, y'all can hear Courtney Reese gasping for air. She was 32 years old and she lost her life. But the question is, why was she killed the way she killed? Unalived, I mean. And it is said allegedly that her little sister that died of the same reason, gun violence, back in May, if I stand corrected. It is said that her younger sister was unalived in the same way back in May of this year, if I'm correct. But if the younger sister was unalived the same way and Courtney Reese was unalived the same way, what could it have been? Could the two sisters be tied up in something that they didn't need to be tied up in? But that's the thing. See, I don't know. I've been trying to find out why the younger sister was unalived. And I'm basically trying to find out now why Courtney Reese was unalived the way she was, and how and why she was unalived the way she was, because it's sad. Now, I don't know, was Courtney Reese kids in the house, but if they was, she was basically trying to protect them, because as you can see, she didn't run. She didn't run in the house. The only reason I think she didn't run in the house, because her kids was in there. And if she would have ran in that house, that gunman probably would have gotten the kids. And that wouldn't have been a sight at all. That wouldn't have been a good sight at all. So I believe, to my knowledge, that Courtney Reese, she was a good mother. I don't know anything about her. I don't know much about her. I just know that she was unalive. I'm just trying to cover the story, give my opinion on it and everything. And I think it's sad, because her children and the whole family of her and her younger sister, which is no longer here, they have to go through, and they have to grieve this. They have to grieve those two young women that are no longer here with them. And it's sad, because the question still remains, why was they unalive in the same way? Could it been a connection that they had? Hold on, y'all. Could it have been a connection that they had? Could it have been? But now, I'm going to tell you something else, y'all. It is said that the ex-boyfriend that could allegedly and possibly did the unaliving to Courtney Reese, that he was a rapper. And like I said, you look at the video of him in the sweatsuit, or that person in the sweatsuit, the gray sweatsuit that did the unaliving to Courtney Reese, and you look at this picture right here of the person in the green shorts that's standing like that. And if you can find the rap video that he's in, the clip of the video that he's in, and actually you can possibly see that in a clip of that video, in the video that I'm going to put in my description, what I said I got from TikTok. So you can easily do that, and you can see from the fact that this could possibly, allegedly, be the person that did the unaliving to Courtney Reese. But the thing is, though, could it have been that Courtney Reese and the ex-boyfriend was on bad terms? Could it have been that she possibly broke up with him? And could it possibly be that she ended things with him? And could it have been that he probably got so mad and got so angry that he could possibly say, you know what, I'm going to get you. He could possibly be one of those peoples that don't take no for an answer. He could possibly be one of those peoples that is on edge. He could possibly be one of those peoples that can't accept the fact of anybody declining him or leaving him. That could be the case, but I'm just saying this is alleged. Because we don't know, I don't know. I'm just doing the coverage of this topic and this story. And I hope I'm doing a good job, and I'm hoping I'm covering everything that there is to cover. So, when you think about it, it's a sad, sad, sad situation to even put into words because of how those two young ladies was taken away. It's a sad, sad situation because you don't know. We don't know. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm just going to go on and say this. Atlanta, in my opinion, besides from Chicago, like any state or any city that you go in, of course, it's going to have a little danger. But when you think of Atlanta, when I think of Atlanta as a loose state. I think of Atlanta as a loose state. I think of Atlanta as a state that is toxic. I think of Atlanta as where everybody's at, that done had everybody, that done, if you see Cade everybody, and they be fighting, doing all that toxic stuff. Because a lot of killings have happened in Atlanta. It's been some killings that happen in Atlanta. I will say that, unalivings that happen in Atlanta. But when you think of Atlanta, you can't think of but one thing, and that is, the toxic vibes and energy that goes up there. Somebody's always getting, unalive. It doesn't matter where you go. It does not matter where you go. It does not matter what kind of. It does not matter what state you go in. It does not matter what city you go in. Somebody is going to get harmed and somebody is going to get hurt. But the fact that this has happened to Courtney Reese and it happened to her sister a couple of months prior to that, it's sad. It's heartbreaking that the family has got to go through that situation and problem, and it's sad. And I forgot to add this in, y'all. I couldn't find the post. But if you go in the description, in my description where I posted the link, if I can find that link, post the link up in there, you will see that the person that's related to the unaliving of Courtney Reese said, y'all females better cool it or something like that, or y'all gonna end up like Courtney Reese. Like, he basically was like, this person was literally bragging about what happened to Courtney Reese. And for a person to do something like that, he, on the other hand, could have been the person that was allegedly responsible for the unaliving of Courtney Reese. And could he be the one that was responsible for the younger sister as well? So let's just ask ourselves, just ask yourself, could he be responsible for the younger sister and Courtney Reese. I'm not saying that he is. Like I said, this is alleged. I'm gonna make sure I put the disclaimer up there. It's alleged. Everything that I'm talking about is alleged. But you can go and see it on the news clip, read the articles, or this and that, the third. But like I said, I'm just putting it out there. We don't know what could have happened, why it happened the way it did. So when you kind of think about it, it is something, to think about. Also, you can see that I also got a screenshot from the Facebook page that somebody posted that they started a GoFundMe for the family of Courtney Reese, and they was talking about some more stuff and more information, and that's why I got the picture of the alleged ex-boyfriend that could have did the unaliving to Courtney Reese. My heart, my prayers, and my thoughts and my condolences go out to that family in Atlanta of Courtney Reese and her younger sister. And I'm going to go ahead and say this. If there is any parent that is listening to this YouTube podcast, or if there is any parent that is watching this video of mine, if you have lost a child to gun violence or any type of violence, my heart and prayers are with you. I'm so sorry that you have to go through that, because no parent shouldn't bury their child. A parent shouldn't bury their child. A parent don't have no reason to bury their child. And I'm going to go on and say this. A lot of people will try to make like, the person that got done wrong was this horrible person. Like I said, I don't know anything. I don't know much about Courtney Reese. I don't know much about her younger sister. I don't even know much about her family. But I'm going to say this. What happened to her shouldn't have happened, because she was a young mother. She was a young mother. She was a woman. And I don't think that she would do anything to harm anybody. But let anybody else tell it. Just give it a couple of months, just give it a couple of weeks or so like that. Somebody have out that this young girl, that this young lady and her sister was the opposite. But we don't know that. I'm not going to say that they was, because I don't know anything about them like that. I'm going to say this. What happened to that family, like what's going on with her family and the younger sister family in the same family, they're already going through enough. But my main concern is that those kids, I'm hoping the whole family and her kids can find closure. And I'm going to say this, justice for Courtney Reese. Courtney Reese deserves justice for what happened to her. She does. She deserves justice, because it's crazy out here. It's sad out here. You can't do anything exciting. People's losing their minds. It is something to think about, and it is painful. So I'm really hoping that her family, Courtney Reese, and everybody that was surrounded by her, that loved her, gets peace for her and everybody around her, because she deserves it. So let me ask y'all, how did I do on this video? How did I do on this video? Did I do a good job? Did I leave out anything? If I did, please let me know. What do y'all think about this whole topic? What do y'all think about the whole situation? What do y'all think happened, and why was Courtney Reese and her younger sister unalive? What do y'all think about that? Leave your opinions and comments. Leave me a comment at the bottom in the comment box. So that will be my YouTube podcast for today. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be back with another video podcast soon as possible. I hope y'all enjoyed this video today, and I really want to say happy Friday. And like I said, I really hope that Courtney Reese and her younger sister and the whole family and her children gets the justice and the answers that they deserve and that they need, and the closure. And it is said that this person that did the unaliving, that he is armed and dangerous. So please, y'all, be very careful around that area or any area that you are associated in. I just wanted to come on here and cover this story because I felt like it needed to be covered. So I hope I did a good job, and I hope I didn't leave out anything. So please let me know what you guys think of this video. And I'm finna go in here, I'm finna edit it in a little bit, and I will have it up so y'all guys can check it out. So I hope y'all have a wonderful Friday. Thank y'all for watching. I love you all. Thank you. Bye bye.